All right, here comes an exciting part. We're going to get into one of our first drills. We have worked on entry skills, clinching skills on the pressure phase, and getting into the finish. We've worked technique sequences, and we're going to give you a great way to work through all these and put it all together in a drill so you can start driving home that muscle memory that you're going to need. So Glenn, if I can borrow you please, sir. So the first drill we're going to start off with is an arm drag drill. So he's going to place his hand on my chest. I'm going to circle to the outside, turning my body as I do it, coming into that double position. Head's coming in to protect myself from a shot, and I'm going to go ahead and drag it. Okay, I let go, he comes back, he puts the other hand on, boom. And we can work back and forth. I can do this on him, and away he goes. Right, I put the other side on. And it's a way to get a lot of repetitions of the arm drag in. Now, once you get going in this, go ahead on me. So I can go ahead and start working in technique, boom, coming into our throw. We can do the bookend throw, any of the things that we've done in the technique sequences, you can work right in that involves an arm drag. Another drill that we want you guys to be proficient at is the neck pummel, okay? So pummeling is just swimming in. So if I get a hold of his neck and I'm getting ready to come in, I want to control this arm because the best defense that he can keep me from breaking his posture is for him to immediately grab my neck in the same posture. Now we both have structure, okay, and that prevents him from being pulled in too much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double up. I come in to put my second one on. I want two on. But as I swim one in, he swims in on the other side. And we get this swimming action that happens. Okay? Once you get the idea of this swimming down, you can move your body as you're doing it, and then you can look to off balance, swim in, off balance, okay? We can work those drills as we're going. The neck pummel is key to this whole thing that we did with the yoi position, okay? That sense that when I see that opportunity and I swim one in, I want to swim the other. For your protection, if you get somebody who knows anything about clinch fighting, you're automatically swimming yours in as well. We also have another give and take. It's the body pummel. So when you first start the body pummel, you're just going to stand kind of flat to each other, all right? This isn't the way you're going to do it, but to get the arms going, he's going to get an underhook on me, but notice our heads are on the opposite side, okay? I have an underhook on this side on him, okay? At the same time, we're controlling at the elbow. I would like to do this. I'd like to swim in and get a body lock because now I've got a double underhook situation. I can start to work him off balance. So if you've looked at anything from Greco-Roman wrestling, you're going to see that getting that body lock gives them great control over the opponent. So when I swim in, notice what he's doing. We're going to back up a little bit here, take this arm out of the way for a second. So as I'm swimming in on this side, he's swimming in on the opposite side. So now we're mirror image to each other, complementing each other as we work back and forth, okay? So this is getting the arms going in the basic pummel. So we're going to come in a little bit closer so you can see a little more detail. So again, he's got an underhook. I've got an underhook on this side. We pummel in, and away we go. All right. Now as you pummel, make sure that, watch, I don't do this. I don't bring my elbow way up here because he can bridge this up and now go under my arm and has my back, okay? So as I pummel, I just want to dip the hand over and slide straight in so that I keep my elbows close to my body, all right? Now, once you have the basic of pummeling, you notice our shoulders are coming together, we're in nice and tight, head is switching from side to side. Matter of fact, let's show that this way. So notice our heads as we pummel. What I would like to get is, if I could, I'd like to pummel in also and keep my head and my underhook on the same side and get in this position or this position. That's the key. That's what I'd like to get, all right? But as I pummel, he pummels. So what's going to happen is if we keep our heads on the same side, it's kind of a whoever gets there first sort of thing. So if I switch my head to the other side, I nullify his, but he also nullifies mine. Okay, so this is a nullifying drill when we're doing this. Keeping those elbows in tight, and away we go. Now, we'd like to add some footwork to this, all right? And it's just a simple replacement step. So I'm just bringing this foot back and this one out. So I'm just replacing my feet as I go, all right? So the side that has the underhook is going to be the forward leg. Now, usually when you get an underhook and it's cross body like this, you want your foot in the center between his legs, okay? So now as we pummel, we switch. And we're getting a bit of that entry action each time of bringing ourselves in to get that pummeling position, all right? So once you get the idea of the pummel, then we can add in some skill sets. So the first one I like to add in is a duck under, okay? So as we're pummeling, I'm going to look for an opportunity to duck under this arm. The best opportunity is, especially if he raises his elbow, but he doesn't have to. If he doesn't raise his elbow, I'm going to bring my fingers up like this. And as he goes to pummel in, I'm going to raise his arm, change levels, and go under him, pushing with my head and taking his back. Okay? So let's move in a little closer so they can see that a little bit better. So again, as he pummels, my fingers go towards the sky. I change levels, drive my head through. Now it's really important that I don't go through like this because he'll put me in a choke. If I duck my head and don't bend my legs and just do this, yeah, he's got me in a guillotine choke. But if I go through changing levels and go through vertically, then he can't do that. So we'll pummel a little bit. We'll do this one on the fly. Okay, let me do that and slow it down a little bit. Right, we can work our arm drag from here too. Okay, so on the arm drag, just looking at the arm motion for a minute with no legs. So we're pummeling. What I'm going to do is, as this arm comes back, I'm going to circle it and gain control of his wrist here. I've already come across his body to get under his armpit. I drive this hand down, notice the double position, head in, and step and arm drag. Okay. So from the other side, notice I'm using my head on his shoulder also to help turn him. Okay. Okay. Let's do that again. Okay, there's my position. Boom. There we go. All right. Now, in the drill set, you could take turns. So I work an arm drag, he works an arm drag. I work a duck under, he works a duck under. As I said, it's a way to get a lot of repetitions and develop your timing. So timing is really key in clinch fighting, just like it is in any kind of fighting. So we'll work back and forth for just a second. So I'll go once, you go once, okay? With foot motion as well. Well, great thing here, I know we haven't gotten into our self-defense yet, but in this drill, he's just got me in a bear hug, all right? And I can go ahead and work a self-defense move because he got me in a bear hug. So there's really no limits to what we can do in this drill. We can keep pulling in more and more things. One of the things we can do is we can start off with an entry. So tell you what, we'll do a trap strike entry. And we'll go right into pummeling. So let's say we're here, I set him up, boom, I'm in. Boom, now we find our way into the pummel, and away we go. So let's do that slow from this angle. So I come in, boom, here's my trap strike, okay? And maybe I swim into an underhook, and then we find our pummel. All right, now, once I have that pummel going, and let's say I go for an arm drag, I can bring in everything we've done from the technique sequences, okay? So let me give you a for instance. So we're gonna do the same thing. We'll trap strike in, okay? And then I'm gonna work an arm drag, and then we'll set up a takedown from there. I feel the arm drag, I'm in, boom, we're into position. Here would be my takedown, right? Then I could follow up with a submission or strikes on the ground and make sure I check my awareness of where I am, and away we go. Another example. So let's say I wanted to work off a underhook and reverse collar. So that means in the pummel, I've got to find an opportunity to get into that underhook and reverse collar position. So from our trap strike again, when I come in, we get into the pummel. In order to have the underhook and reverse collar, I need to have my head on the same side as my underhook. We know as I go to dig in here, he's digging in on the opposite side, and all of a sudden my head's over here. So the way I'm going to change that is, I'm going to bring this hand here and then come in. That prevents him from bringing his head to the other side. Okay? I block off his avenue of escape. Immediately, whenever I get this position, boom, my knee is in to pike him. Now I've got him in a good position. Okay? If I wanted to, I could go into our cross step, take him down, and we're in this position just like we did on some of our sequences. Okay? So let's do that one more time from a different angle. Okay, so I can set up with a trap strike again. Boom, boom, boom. We're in, we're pummeling. Boom, I'm in. Pop, there's that knee strike, okay? Maybe I decide to set him up a little bit different this time, okay? Maybe he's forcing his way up on me and I missed it. Boom, I come in, second Naihanchi throw, okay? Keeping him up for right now for speed's sake, okay? So we can work in any of those technique sequences that we've done. I cannot emphasize enough how important this drill is. So once you both get some skill, you can start resisting each other and putting in some off-balancing moves. So off-balancing is going to be really important. So anytime you're into clinch, you've got to be breaking posture, so that pressure phase is started, obviously, if you're already in the clinch. So we're trying to get our pressure to happen. We're trying to get his posture completely broken down. We can do that through strikes. We can do that through movement. So as I'm pummeling, we want to get used to the idea that right here, as he digs, I could fade a little bit, pull with this arm, push with this one, and turn it, and dig back in. Now he's going to do the same to me. Somewhere in here I decide I don't like this, so I go in here. He presses out, and whoa, now we're in the neck pummel. We're moving in that neck pummel. Oh, I got two in. I managed to turn him. He's working in. Well, we're back into the body pummel. Oh. I see a chance for a duck under. He just turns right back into me. Boom, we're right into the pummel again. Oh, there's that neck. I get a little off balancing. Boom. Oh, we're back into the body. Off balancing. He's working off balance me. Oh, there's another duck under. And you can just keep working like that. It'll give you so much. Please help us continue to bring you some great videos by subscribing to our channel and sharing our videos.